It is going to be another fantastic day. We got Team Canada facing off against the U.S. They are going for women's hockey gold in Milan this afternoon. We got Steve Lloyd from TSN 1200 to break it all down for us. You know, this has been a dream over the last couple of days watching this hockey. It's been so great to be a fan, both on the men's and women's side. I really want to focus on the women's side because when they faced the U.S. the first time, not a good game. What do you think went wrong there?
The Americans, they're just a deeper, better team. And they're heavily favored today for a reason. It's 5-1 if you look at any book that way. And that's why there's big buildings in Vegas. They set these lines for a reason. They're usually right. But these are one-off games. Like, here's the bad. The Americans have outscored their opposition 31-1 in this tournament. The American team has beaten Canada going back to last season at this level of hockey 7 straight times. It's a 5-0 loss earlier in this tournament. But
yes, there it is.
You still have to beat Canada. And, you know, it's 4-2 Canada at the Olympic Games in women's hockey. Marie-Philip Poulin, who is compromised right now, we know she's playing injured, comes up with 2 clutch goals to get to the gold medal game. She has 3 gold medal winning goals on her resume. Can she get a 4th today?
And I feel like, especially on the stage, and you see it time after time, on the biggest stage of the world, having that veteran experience, you can't buy that, right?
No.
It goes so far. How do you think she's looked since the return? Do you think she'll have a great impact? I mean, you just talked about, you know, she's been great so far, but what do you think she's playing at?
Oh, man, it's well below 100%.
Yeah.
But the one thing with these great players, like MPP, if her line mates can help her out, and that happened. I thought Daryl Watts, who played last season with the Charge, he's not with the Charge this year, she did some great work on both of Poulin's goals in the last game to get them to the gold medal game. But you look at her goals, she still has that elite hockey sense. Her first goal, she found some quiet ice up top, got the shot in, gets a bounce, but she found a way. The second goal, the tenacity. I'm diving for that puck, and it's mine, and I'm putting it in. You know, so I will not be surprised if she has a moment or two today. And that's, if you're a Canadian fan, and here we are, we're Canadian fans.
Yeah.
I'm hanging my hat on that. I'm hanging my hat on she's a winner. She's one of the best to ever do it. Can she come up with another moment today? Because you're going to need something special. The Americans are a deeper, better team. In a 7-game series, this would be different, but this is a one-off game.
Yeah, and you know what? And when you see your captain make moves like that, coming back from injury, putting her heart on the line, getting goals like that, taking them to the gold final, it fires up the whole team. And I'm curious, when you look at the game, it is a one-off. You know, you still got to go through Team Canada. A lot of pressure is on the United States because they're the expected winner. When you look at Team Canada, what do you think they have to do specifically to get that win, to maybe get the edge?
Here's a little intangible thing. We were talking about this already this morning on the show. The Americans have, I'll use the term hotheads. They got a few. Can you get in the kitchen a little bit?
Start cooking.
Can you get in the kitchen a little bit early in the game, get them rattled, get them off their game? You gotta have a little nuance to this like that for this game. So that'd be something maybe you can look for. But it all starts with, you know, can you get a stand-up performance from your goaltender as well in these one-off games? But I would like to see Canada maybe try to stir it up a little bit early in the game. You know, play the rat factor, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah.
If you could do that, that might be helpful. But you're going to have a couple magic moments here.
Yeah, I think so, and we're all hoping for those magical moments to come on with the Team Canada team. You know, taking aside just this game, can you talk from your perspective, just being an expert, on how great it's been to see the sport right now and see the women's team get to this point?
Yes.
Just as a fan of the game.
It's amazing. Like, and that's the other element that's going to be different. And we were also talking about this earlier this morning. We spent a lot of time on this already on our show. You have the element. It's similar to the NHL players now, where they haven't had this professional league that most of these top players play in, right? Some of them still play college, but most of these top players and all these teams now, because the level of, you imagine lining up against the same person at high-level games over and over. It's like, I hate you, right? Like, like that's that element. But now, for the first time at the Olympic level with the gold medal on the line, there's teammates playing teammates. Like next week, they're back in the PWHL, and they're line mates, they're teammates, they're D partners, and that's an element that's always been there since the NHL players started going to the Olympics. The women have not had that, so that's different now. For the very first time, I know you a little bit. I just don't despise you at these games. So,
I love that, right? And it's still great that they have that camaraderie, but then the battle and then back to the original. Again, a game at 1 p.m. You can listen to TSN 1200 all day long. They got the sports going on. Steve, thanks for stopping by.
No problem.